But happy to be back. Nick Alessandrini, time to talk a little DETV Sports. And Coach Joe is absolutely right. Janai Broom with the 50-piece the other day. And you get Jared McCain at the Fieldhouse on Saturday. This is unscripted. You're going to have to go check that out because that's going to be a lot of fun. But now let's get to your morning sports update. And a lot going on here over the past weekend here. Divisional round in the NFL wrapped up in controversial fashion over the weekend. We also have the 302 high school basketball and wrestling rankings. And plus tonight, college football national championship game in Miami, Florida. But we're going to start in the NFL. 4 games here on Saturday and Sunday. And now we have our conference championships. They are set after the Seattle Seahawks. They blew out their division rivals, San Francisco 49ers. This one was over early, 41-6. Then we had the Rams kick that late field goal late last night if you stayed up in overtime. What a game that was to take down Caleb Williams and the Bears. That magical run for them comes to an end, 17-14. So you have Seattle and the Rams in your NFC championship, a little NFC West matchup next week, and then in the AFC, the Patriots. It seems like it hasn't been that long, but they have returned to the title game for the first time since 2018. I know it's been a while for those fans, so they got to be aching, but they are back with a 28-16 win over the Texans in Foxborough. A sloppy game, a lot of turnovers there, but the Pats, they're able to hold on and prevail. And they will meet the Denver Broncos, a controversial catch or interception, whatever you want to call it, late in that game in Denver that went the Broncos' way. A couple flags there, controversial as well. Led to a Will Lutz game winner in overtime, but that came at a price. Bro Nix fracturing his ankle in that overtime period, so he is done for the remainder of the season. They will turn to Jarrett Stidham, who will start next Sunday. The former Patriot, 1-3 career record there. He will get the Patriots. So Patriots, Broncos, Rams, Seahawks for your championship Sunday coming up this weekend. Again, 2 games, 3 and 6:30 on Sunday. Now let's head to the local scene, our high school basketball rankings, courtesy of 302 Sports. A few shakeups here over the weekend. Dover, they are still sitting at that top spot. You're defending state champs. Big win for them, double digits here over the weekend. Then you got Cape Henlopen at 2. Howard was the team that Dover beat. They go down to 3. St. George's 4. They're having a nice year. Middletown 5. Rounding out your top 10. Tatnall back in the top 6. Sally's at 7. Caravel 8. Appo at 9. And Archmere having a very good start to their year at number 10. Now to the girls side, St. E's historically great with that women's program. They're back at number 1. Sanford, they are in the mix each and every year. They're at number 2. Smyrna having a heck of a season, one of their best in a long time. They're at number 3. Caravel 4. Cape Henlopen now at number 5. The rest of the way through the top 10, Padua 6. Archmere 7. Ursuline 8. Concord 9. And how about the Quakers from Wilmington Friends sneaking up in there at that 10th spot? So now from the hardwood over to the mat, the 302 Sports individual wrestling rankings. Some shakeups coming after that Canal Classic this past weekend. So let's take a look at them on your screen. Now, great work by Benny Mitchell down south. DMA, they lead the rankings here with 4 top-ranked wrestlers here at different weight classes. A big dual meet coming up this Wednesday night. DMA and Sally's, they will meet number 1 versus number 2 in Division 1 and Division 2. That's going to be a great one. First match set for 6 o'clock at DMA on Wednesday. Also, some other notes here for St. Mark's. How about Cliff Bacchus? Picked up his 201st win over the weekend for St. Mark's High School. That now makes him the all-time win leader here in the state of Delaware, 201 wins. So congratulations to Cliff and St. Mark's. Quite the accomplishment there, the all-time winningest wrestler in Delaware history. And then let's head to the last thing tonight, national championship game in Miami, Florida. And how about that? The Hurricanes, they're back, Coach Joe. The U, are they back in Miami? This will be a home game for the Hurricanes in the national championship. Can't make that up. A lot of people didn't want them to even get in, and here they are. But they're going to take on the undefeated Indiana Hoosiers. They're going for the perfect season under head coach Kurt Signetti. Hoosiers 8.5-point favorites, so got a little bit of a margin there with kickoff tonight on ESPN at 7:30.